Hi guys, in this video I just wanted to go over the installation of a pressure membrane right here into a finger tab right there. So as I said before, it's the ends of the fingers there that have the actual sensors in them, and the rest is all there for mechanical support and for getting the signals back into the communication box which sits on that side. So here's a Cavalier tab and the related pressure membrane sensor for it. The idea with this was that you install this tab into your tab. If you've got a tab different than the Cavalier, obviously you'll have a different one of these pressure membranes that relates to the tab that you have. Some people shoot with more than 2 layers. This person shoots with 3 layers, for example. And what we do is we put the sensor right here under the top layer. So whether you shoot 1, 2, more layers, the idea is to put these sensors somewhere on the top here, which does not contact your string. You want on your tab, I already took the bolts out of this tab, but the idea is you want to affect your shot the least as possible with our technology. So that way our technology is helping you identify the way your shot normally is, not the way it is modified with a sensor in it. So the idea is that the same material should be in contact with the string as normally when you shoot, whether it's like Cordovan or whatever you're using. So in this case, because like I said, we've got 3, I put it underneath the top layer just because it's easier to get my hands on, and it's easier to put bolts through. So I'm just going to remove that. What we will do is we'll just show that, you just pop that on like so. You line it up, and then you just put your tab back together like you normally do. Other issues that can potentially happen is sometimes the bolts are really close in length to the thickness of your tab, for example. And so what we do is we provide a couple more bolts, like we provide about 11 or 12 different bolts, like same size, but like a number of them, one like roughly an 1/8 inch longer than the ones that standardly come with a finger tab. That way, if you find you can't sink your normal bolts through your tab, then at least you've got a set of bolts that you can. The holes are set up in our original, or in our sensor here, to make sure that we clear all the bolt holes and stuff for the finger spacer, as well as any shelves that you use for a standard tab. If you do like non-standard modifications to your tab, then it's possible that something will have to be non-standard in your pressure membrane, because there's little wires that go back through along these bolt holes that if you accidentally drill into one to try to modify the pressure tab, you may damage the sensor lines. So you want to be careful if you have to make additional modifications. Contact us if that's the case. We can shoot a copy of where the sensor wires are laid out, so that you can make sure that you don't accidentally drill into one. And if there's the event that you have to drill into one, then we can always fabricate a custom tab for you guys at a price that we can determine at that time. So there you go. All you do is just take that off, pop in your top layer there, put your other layer on, pop in all your bolts, and then just like you normally would, and you put on your shelf, put on your spacer, put on your finger strap, and tighten it up. Make sure it fits well on the hand, and you're ready to go.